So guys, I'm currently walking into the woods here. This morning we moved the group of cows that haven't calved yet, and we left the ones that have calved behind. And noticed there was a first-time heifer that had a lot hanging out, and so we knew she had calved. We couldn't find the calf. I started walking through these woods here, and I saw this weird, really shiny, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, well, she probably looks like she had a deformed calf or something. Walked up to it, and it was actually the calf was still inside the sack, and the only thing sticking out was his nose. And she didn't know what happened. She didn't know that she'd already given birth, and so that sack had actually dried around his whole body, so it was just this weird curled up calf with his little nose sticking out. So we drove her back towards the calf. She smelled it, like she kind of knew what was going on, but I'm out here a couple hours later now and nothing has changed. She has moved on. She has walked down over there, and we have still got this calf here, and he hasn't been cleaned off. He hasn't stood up, and it's not looking good. Since she doesn't seem to care about him, I know he hasn't gotten up and had colostrum yet, so I'm going to go get some colostrum out of the freezer and unthaw it, warm it up, and try to get some in him, and that might give him enough. That might give him enough energy to get up. This isn't looking good. Looking like it might be a bottle calf if we can get him going. So out here you can see he was completely encased in all this, and it literally looked like this. It looked like he was wrapped in paper, and this was just dried up, and he was covered in it. So she clearly hasn't cleaned him off still. He's still kind of gross. So yep, his backside's still wet. He hadn't moved, so we're gonna try to get him up and going. So guys, here's my milk. The reason why it took so long. You don't want to heat up colostrum because this was in the freezer. You don't want to heat it up in the microwave. That kills any good antibodies that are in there. And so just use some hot water, and it's been soaking in there for a while. And it's de-thawed, and I'd say it's about 105, 110. So it's warm enough he'll drink it, and we'll see if he's even interested. So she did come back and sniff him, so that's a good sign, but he still hasn't gotten up to suck. So, and colostrum is one of those things, they need to get colostrum within the first 24 hours. First 12 hours is ideal, but by 24 hours their small intestine starts to close up and it doesn't let the stuff through. So okay, big guy, we're gonna see what you got. I don't know that he's sucking himself, but he's swallowing the milk that's draining in there. Try to help him out a little bit. All I'm trying to do is get some colostrum in him. This is colostrum from a dairy cow, from whenever I had bottle calves. If you do have a beef herd and you have bottle calves as well, I'd recommend asking your dairy farm if he has some extra colostrum. They can't sell it, so they are normally happy to give it to you. Take some, put it in a milk jug, and freeze it for times like these when you might need it. So, hey, he's sucking by himself now. Yep. Doing it on his own. Trying. I don't think he's doing very well, but he's never sucked before. She's come to check me out, but I still don't know that she wants anything to do with him. She's been about 300 yards away from him all day. It's the first time I've seen her come look for him, so Yep, he's wanting to suck and he's trying. He doesn't have enough strength to stand up, but he did kind of figure out how to suck. There's one thing about dairy cow colostrum, it is a little bit watered down. So yeah, if you really want him to get some good immunity, you got to give him a little more. Obviously, colostrum from a beef cow from your own herd is the best, especially from his mother, but he's not strong enough to get up and suck, and she doesn't seem to want him. So dairy cow colostrum it is. And while he's sucking, a little bit about him. His mother there is a first-time heifer. She's one we actually purchased 9 from this farmer. And she's half Beefmaster, half Angus. So this guy is a quarter Beefmaster, quarter Angus, and half Holstein. Or half Hereford, sorry. So he's definitely got a lot of mix in him. He's a mutt, but she did not grow well. She's not one of the better heifers. But she did get bred, so that's better than some of them. And shaking is not a good sign. He's pretty weak. I'm also going to get him moved onto some dry ground because he's still sitting in wet afterbirth. And his other side is wet, and so when it gets down to 50 tonight, I don't want him getting chilled and freezing. You stick around for another 2 hours. I'll be back to check you and feed you again. Hopefully by then you'll stand up. I don't want you to turn to coyote food while I'm gone. Well guys, it looks like the calf is alive. I saw a buzzard out here, so I had my doubts, but she was standing next to him again, so that's good. Now the real question is, has he stood up? Looks like he probably has. He definitely has, because that's some fresh poop there. She's mooing at him. We'll see if he... Come on, buddy. He's got dew on him. Come on, buddy. Get up. We'll see if he gets up on his own. He looks a little more lively today. That's good. Let's see if he... There we go. Yeah, I don't know that he stood up. If any at all. He was pretty wobbly there, so... Get your balance there, buddy. Back legs gotta come out. Okay. So anyway, since he definitely hasn't stood up, or at least he can't now, I'm gonna go get him some more milk and try to get him fed and hopefully get him sucking on her by tonight. So guys, I'm out here to check the baby calf again. Warmed up some milk for him. I saw him standing up with his mother earlier this morning, so I'm hoping he has moved, is off with her. I don't see him, so assuming he's got nothing left, he would have been right around. Yep, he's gone. So, and he made his way over here. Of course, he's under a hedge. He's under a hedge tree. And he's gonna get the rest of them riled up. I'm not touching your baby. I'm trying to get this one here. I'm going to see if he'll eat. Yep, you're stuck under a tree. But I'd like to see him start nursing. He acts like he's looking. It's good. He acts like something's bothering him. His stomach. So guys, it has been 3 or 4 days since I showed you this calf last. And obviously that means he survived. And surprisingly, I came out a couple hours after I showed you him last time, and he was nursing on his mother. So she did end up accepting him, and he did get enough strength to follow her around and learn how to suck. That's him right there. And there's a heifer there in the back. She's gonna wander off with the calf. She doesn't like me too much, but she does have milk for him, and he is nursing, and he's almost 4 or 5 days old now. So anyway, super happy with the way that turned out. Could have been a lot worse. I was expecting either a bottle calf or even worse than that, a dead calf. But she ended up taking him, and he's doing well now. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for watching. I'm glad this ended the way it did. And before you go, if you could just give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button on your way out, that would be greatly appreciated. With that being said, I will see you guys next time.